everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a get it all done, but it's a little bit different because we are prepping to go on vacation. And by vacation, I mean kind of like a weekend getaway, mini vacation. We are going back to Branson, Missouri. We have already gone this summer. We went last month and we had such a blast that we are going back, and we are taking my family with us. We're going back to Silver Dollar City and just going to really enjoy very intentional family time. But traveling with two toddlers is definitely more of a task than traveling by yourself. I used to just throw things in a bag the night before or the morning of, and I figured, if I forgot anything, it wasn't a big deal. I would make do without it. Or if I really needed the item or the thing, I would just go and buy it wherever we were when we were to our destination. But with toddlers, definitely doesn't work that way. I took Josie to Chicago to visit my brother while he was in college, and I went with my family, but I forgot her pajamas and it was a disaster. So after that, I'm kind of anal about it, and I really want to make sure that we are prepped as much as we can be. So this is the day before we're leaving, and I am just writing down a big list of to-dos before the kiddos and I take off for the day. We are just running errands before our vacation. We have already stopped to do the car wash and to vacuum the car, so I'll insert some footage here. And we dropped off an Amazon return, and we're going to go to Scooters next for a little sweet treat, and then fill up the car with gas. And lastly, we're gonna hit up Walmart, right, Joes? Yeah? What are we gonna get at Walmart? Do you know? Yeah? You just don't want to say? Well, we will check back in with you all later after we run our errands. Can you go get your Silver Dollar City shirt and a pair of shorts that you want to wear with them?
Yeah.
Okay. We are back from all of our errands that we ran this morning, and now we are getting the kiddos packed and situated. I did a Target pickup yesterday and went to Walmart to get anything else that I couldn't get from Target. I just picked up from Walmart with the kids, and now we're packing up. I am trying to get the kids as involved as possible just so that they aren't going stir crazy while I'm trying to get them packed. I've said this many times, but if you can do it while your kiddos are awake, do it while they're awake. It just saves your sanity, and then you can recharge it while they're napping or having quiet time. Plus, they love being involved with things like this. Even my son Jax, you'll see here in a second, after he does his handstands, he'll go and he'll get socks to put in his bag. I think he packed about 12 socks, and we were only gone for 3 days and 2 nights. So things like that don't really matter. I used to let those things really bother me, and if the bags weren't packed the way I liked them, I can be very type A, and I'm trying to lean into getting the kids involved and being more type B while having my list and having my plans still can kind of feed that type A part of me, but trying not to let it totally control me and bend me out of shape if things don't go to plan, like this little stinker stealing the bags and running away from them while we're trying to pack. I think having a list is really helpful for situations like this too, because I'm able to just look at the list and tell the kids, okay, go grab 2 pairs of shorts, go grab, 2 swimsuits or whatever you might need. And then I'm not trying to think of it on the spot. I actually have something for them to do right off the bat. Another thing my type A personality wants to get frustrated with is my daughter completely unpacking her suitcase so she can fold it and repack it. But I keep telling myself, it's not really bothering anyone. It's not hurting anything. She's loving doing it. The only thing it's doing is making my skin crawl because we just packed it all. So I just let her totally have control of it. She repacked it all, put it back in the bag, and I kind of had the mindset of if it got forgotten, oh well. But I pretty much had her fully packed, so I was able to glance around and see if something was missing or not. A random piece of clothing was laying out. It probably needed to belong into her bag. Maybe if I was going to be gone for a week, I would have rechecked everything, but since we were only gone for a short amount of time, I didn't bother with that. I'm going to go into Josie's closet now and show you these 2 dresses I got for back to school. This one is from Stitchy Fish, I believe is how you say it. Really like how it's an old-fashioned preppy style. That one was super thin, so with the heat it's great. And this one's from Cheeky Plum, super stretchy. If I was going to pick one, I'd probably pick the Cheeky Plum one just because that quality seemed a little bit better, but both are adorable. I'm keeping both, and Josie is so excited to start school in August. Now, it's the next day. Majority of the things are packed except for things that I couldn't pack, and I will show you that in just a minute, but I'm going ahead and packing everything up. I went ahead and took a morning walk just because we were going to be trapped in the car, and I figured some exercise would be a good thing to do, trying to fill my own cup before I'm going to take care of everybody else today and while we are in the car for 3 hours. But yes, like I said, we are loading the car up here in pieces, and I will come back inside, finish packing, shower, and then finish loading up the car. I just showed you my daughter's backpack full of books and her Tony's box and characters that she packed up herself. And then I packed some books for my son in that car. If it's not a car or doesn't have wheels, he pretty much doesn't want anything to do with it these days. He's obsessed. But those items were going in the front, so I could easily access those and hand those to the kids when they needed something to do. I'm back upstairs, and I am taking the things my kiddos need to sleep. So I'm taking their blackout curtains, their sound machines. I take one of the monitors because we're going to stay in the same room. I'm also packing up one pillow and one blanket for the kids and their stuffed animals that they use to sleep. I'm taking pacifiers for my son Jax because he's still using those pacifiers, although today, as I'm doing this voiceover, is our first day of getting rid of those. We didn't do cold turkey with him with the pacifiers. We cut him off during the day and he could use them to sleep, and so now I'm cutting him off at nap time. Worked well with my daughter. It seemed like they were good with it for 3-ish days, and then they had 2 or 3 days where they struggled, and then they were totally fine. So excited for that. After we do the pacifiers, we're moving on to potty training, which just seems absolutely wild. But back to packing, just loading everything up. I have like that urge to have my house spotless before I leave too. So one of the things I was doing while I was in here was trying to put their rooms back together after I took the stuff that they needed for sleep, so that I could kind of like shut down the upstairs and move onto our main level and kind of corral the kids in there. Now that the sleep items have been collected, I am just adding them into the bag that I'm using to just corral all the things for sleep. I ordered these Land's End bags this year, and my purpose was I knew we were going to Branson earlier this summer and I wanted the kids to have the bags. So I ordered them, the medium-sized ones with the zipper top. Love them. I'm obsessed with them. I think it's the perfect size for a weekend. We even went for 3 days and 4 nights, and I thought it was a perfect size for them. And then this bag that I am loading everything into is the extra large bag, and it's an open top. And I'm really happy that I went with the open top, the big size. I think it just is absolutely perfect for things like this. I think it could also fit like all of my things that I needed for a weekend away. But I am just using a very old Vera Bradley duffel bag that I still love for all of my things. And then the kids' things are here. This has worked out really well for us last time, and so we are just kind of rinsing and repeating. Again, I have a list, so I knew everything that I needed to grab this morning, and that just ensures things don't get left. And it also is helpful because I don't have to like think about what I need. I can just look down and say, oh, okay, I'm going to go grab this. Really helpful too, because I'm doing a lot of this last minute packing the morning of, and if we were leaving like super early, then it would just be extra stressful. We had lots of time before we left because we couldn't check in until 4. So since it's only 3.5 hours away, we weren't leaving until around 11:30-ish. So that was helpful. Now my daughter and my husband are dropping off our dog Ellie. so she can be taken care of while we're gone, and Jax and I are here. We're finishing the last of the packing and getting all of our cooler items put in the coolers too. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video gave you just a little bit of motivation if you are prepping or packing for a trip. And if you're not prepping or packing for a trip, I still hope it gave you motivation and you enjoyed watching. Make sure that you come back next week for another video. And if you missed last week's video, it was a closet clean out. It is one you don't want to miss. But I will see you next time. Bye.